Hey everybody, my name is Rachel with the Ada County Highway District. I'm here with Matt with the Idaho Transportation Department, and we are both here at the intersection of Ustick and McDermott, where if you look right behind us, you can see it looks a little bit different today. Yesterday, ITD crews came out and placed an interim signal, or what we would call, I guess, a temporary signal. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the project, the Highway 16 project, and the projects that are happening in coordination with it. So first off, Matt, let's talk a little bit about where this all started.
So yeah, originally it started with, our identifying the need for the State Highway 16 project from I-84 to State Highway 44, and an important corridor that would be to get people north and south. So from there we go into design and start designing Highway 16, the expansion that we're close by. And so it was during that design where we realized McDermott would need to be on a new alignment around Ustick, so we could accommodate on and off ramps for the Ustick Road interchange to State Highway 16. So collaborating with ACHD and getting that designed, and now here today we're partway through this project and
Awesome.
making progress.
And that's good to hear. It's obviously a big project to take on, and I know that ACHD's work, as you mentioned, was to realign. So right behind us actually it kind of does a loop around, and so if you go onto McDermott, you'll notice the turn. So before, when McDermott was straight, that was a signalized intersection, correct?
Correct.
At Ustick and McDermott. But with the realignment and the construction, when that came through, we had stop signs, correct?
Four-way stop, yes.
It was a four-way stop, which pretty quickly we could tell there was a lot of traffic going through, especially with Owyhee High School nearby. Traffic was definitely backing up. And so now we're here. And can you tell us what happened yesterday?
So yeah, like you mentioned, we definitely observed a problem with traffic backing up and needed to work on a solution. So that solution was the temporary signals that are on trailers today, and then currently we're working to design interim signals, if you will, that will be installed here, and then that will lead into your future project on Ustick Road.
On Ustick, yeah. So we will be eventually widening Ustick Road. So as far as the signal, it's kind of the interim to the interim, if you will. We'll have these temporary signals to help move traffic in the meantime, and then ITD is currently designing what we'll call the interim signal, which the interim signal, it'll look much more like a regular signal.
Yep, it'll look like a traditional signal.
It'll just be there for a few years, and then if you didn't already know, ACHD is also doing projects in coordination with the Idaho Transportation Department's Highway 16 project. So as you can see, there's a lot. It's a little quiet right now, but there are a lot of vehicles that move through, school buses that move through. So it is quite the intersection, even though it seems like it's really far out, and it's definitely going to get busier as we go. It
is busy, yeah, especially in the morning and afternoon school traffic, like you had mentioned. So really important that ACHD and ITD, we work together, and our State Highway 16 project has done great at coming up with solutions and increasing mobility for the people traveling through here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and so ACHD is also going to be widening Ustick Road. So, excuse me, it's a little bit dusty out here too. So after the interim signal goes in, the Ustick Black Cat to Owyhee Storm project that we're doing is scheduled to start construction in 2027. And so in 2027, we'll get what we call the permanent signal, which will look like the regular traffic signal that everybody's used to, but we'll have widened streets. We'll be widening Ustick to 5 lanes. We'll be doing work at the Ustick and McDermott intersection. So a lot of changes coming through here, kind of in conjunction with the Highway 16 project. So
there definitely is a lot of work going on now and in the future, which is great. Does cost some delay, but when everything's done, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And so we've talked a little bit about the signal. And as you can see, this is also an agricultural area. So while we're working, I think it's really important that people know that it is important to be patient in this area. There's a lot of growth happening, a lot of changes, and it is good to make sure you're driving at an appropriate speed while you're here, especially for our friends in the farm equipment.
Certainly, yes.
And so lastly, can we talk a little bit about the Highway 16 itself? I know that's a highly anticipated project. It's very much a needed project for this area, to have another kind of north-south corridor. So what is the current status of Highway 16 and what can we expect?
So current status, we're making good progress. We've got work ongoing from I-84 all the way down to 2026, and work going on right now at 2026. They've just begun constructing the overpass over that highway, and then we have recently been paving up at the interstate. We could potentially open up the service interchange to Franklin Road potentially this fall, winter. So we're making progress. We're seeing things come together. Everything's looking really good, and just with this nice weather, we're anxious to continue to work and get as much done as we can before the snow flies.
Yeah, and it's actually been very nice out today, and hopefully we can continue with those temperatures. I love to hear that things might be opening and all the progress that's being made. It's such a big project. So
it is, yeah, and that would be really beneficial to get that access from the interstate to at least Franklin Road opened up, provide people another option there. So
yeah,
definitely moving forward and exciting. I mean, this has been an incredible project for people to be involved with, just because it's not every day you go build 5 miles of brand new highway.
Exactly. So in the meantime, if you are at Ustick and McDermott, remember there is a temporary signal here. So make sure you're slowing down, make sure you're following the signal, and just make sure you're being courteous to other drivers here, and know that some big changes are coming.
Definitely, yeah. Drive safely and yeah, be patient with others on the road.
And if you want to learn more, we will post links to the Highway 16 project. We'll post that on this Facebook Live. We'll also post the project page, ACHD's project page, for the Ustick Black Cat to Owyhee Storm project. So if you want to learn more about either of those projects and get a little bit more information about what's going on out here, you can head to the links that we will post on this video. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thank you.